Hello and happy Lightfall, everybody! Hi! First of all, excuse the background noise. Yesterday was filled with someone renovating a piece of their apartment, and then there was a lot of drilling noises. And today they decided to actually work in the park and mow down things and cut off branches and all of the things. So sadly, it seems that my new tradition that has started this year is that when I have time off, people start making noise. It is also my time off that started on Sunday. We are currently Tuesday. I didn't film yesterday for aforementioned reasons. I actually also did spend the entire day on sprints with people, in the chat. It was Donna's and Livia's birthday yesterday, so I was constantly either in Livia's sprints or Donna's sprints, and then we obviously ended the evening with G doing her sprints for the start of Lightfall. So I was in there until 10 at night? I think 10:30. So that was a lot of fun. And while I was in Donna and Livia's sprints during the day, I actually set up my bullet journal that I'm going to be using for 2026. No, I am not going to show you because obviously there's going to be a video about it. And I had a good time setting all of that up. I have one spread yet to go. I couldn't finish yesterday because the light was going. That should give you an inkling as to how long it took me. That is probably going to be what I'm going to be doing during the first sprint that I'm going to be doing for Audio Advent. I'm going to be sprinting in about 10 minutes. And I just thought, you know what? I should update this vlog because also tomorrow I'm going to be spending the entire day at the sauna at the spa with my mom. It's a little bit of a birthday week getaway that we're doing. So yeah, I am obviously not filming that. I did start listening to the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I am very sad to say that it's probably going to be a series that I'm not going to be adding. I saw the problem or the issue pretty quickly because I saw that the audiobook was only 7 hours and a little long, and setting up characters that you care about and then having them fall in love, and then maybe a third act breakup, and then maybe coming together in only 7 hours is not a lot of time. Also, the narrator isn't really my cup of tea. I feel like she would be better suited to narrate mystery novels. If you've heard the audiobook, please let me know if you feel the same way. But yeah, I'm not really enjoying the narrator. She says certain words really funny, in my opinion, but s'mores, and really, really, yeah, she pronunciates very, very well. And then tomorrow, when I'm going to the spa, I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to read Ladies in Hating while I'm there. It's a book that's going to be on my Kobo. Phones aren't allowed in the spa that we're going to, so I can't really listen to an audiobook. So that's going to have to be a physical one, and obviously I don't want to physically take a book because spas have water, saunas, humidity, everything that's not very good for a regular novel, for a regular physical book. I've enjoyed both of the previous ones, so very excited. If you noticed, last week there was no video. I was planning on filming a 2026 reading plans, goals video, and then my voice went, which was not ideal because I also wanted to film the Throne of Glass read-along announcement, which should now be up. I felt like that had to take priority, so I filmed that, and then just let it be. Just let it be. So I feel like my body was again expressing it's time. You need time off. We are tired. All that yapping out of the way. I think what I'm going to be doing, obviously, as I mentioned, I'm going to be starting audio advent sprints, which is probably going to be what I'm going to be doing. I'm really sorry about the noise. It's probably what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day. Good morning. I thought I would update you from my side of the Christmas tree because it is Lightfall and we want all the cozy things. And also, it's around Christmas time and it would be amiss, I think, if I didn't share it more. So I had a wonderful time yesterday at the spa. I did not update you guys because I was just tired. Well, not tired, just completely relaxed and didn't really want to do anything else. So yeah, that happened. But I did want to update you guys. I finished Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Yeah, I'm not going to be continuing that. It was like a 2, maybe, I don't even feel right in saying it's a 3-star. Which I don't do. I usually have, I'm generous with my ratings. I didn't like it. It went way too quickly. And I didn't feel for the characters. I didn't really care. So if I don't really care about what happens to the characters, I'm not really going to be invested in the love story, which evolved way too quickly. In my opinion, we didn't really have a very fatal flaw. It just felt all very, there's a cat in the tree. It just all felt very surface level, if that makes any sense. And I get why people like it. It's very fluffy, it's very cutesy, it's cozy, that for sure. You have a few fun side characters, which I did actually like, but it just wasn't good enough for me as a really complete, rounded out story. It's done. It's done. I know now that these will not be books that I will be buying or a series that I will be continuing. So all in all, not a bad thing. And then yesterday, while I was at the spa, I did start reading Ladies in Hating. And I like that one very much. We have a queer romance. We have a lesbian romance that is going to be happening. And I'm very excited about it. There's a lot of history between these characters, apparently. One of the characters is, like I thought would happen, is Georgiana. And I just feel like I know it's going to happen. I'm about 25% in, which I'm pretty happy about. I think the thing that when you look at it next to the Pumpkin Spice Cafe that is next to it is that there's a lot more time for pining and for longing and for all of those things. But I think because we've already known Georgiana, that makes a difference. We know a little bit about her story. I also like the time jumps, between the first book that we read in that series and now the third. There's been about 7 years, which I didn't know. That is going to be my update for today. I have a facial booked. I did not know that we were going to be going to the sauna yesterday until about a couple of days ago. And I'd already booked this facial and it kind of works out perfectly because yesterday I was fully relaxed and now I'm going to go and get a facial and a little bit of a face massage and a scalp massage and keep going with the self-care. I did a little yoga this morning, so it's all been very calm and very lovely. I have over an hour left until I have to go. So I think I'm either going to continue reading Ladies in Hating, but I also really just want to do some stuff around the house, so I might have to go with an audiobook. And I think the only audiobook that I have for Lightfall is Brimstone. Obviously, I also have the physical copy with me, and I was going to, or the plan is to read the majority of this in an immersive way. So I want to do that, but I also have stuff to do and I also really want to continue with doing things and like ticking off books from my list. And again, when we finish Ladies in Hating and when we finish Brimstone, that would mean that I am done with another series and up to date on another. We're starting from Kingfisher's POV. Okay, let's go. Excuse my very greasy appearance. If you can hear my washing machine in the background, I apologize. That facial was heaven. I don't know what to tell you. I loved every second of that. I'm so relaxed. My hair is greasy AF, but I don't care. And I was listening to some of Quicksilver or Brimstone, sorry, before I left, and I did some of the housey bits. And I'm so happy that I like the narrators for the audiobook because I didn't know yet. I hadn't listened to Quicksilver, so I had no idea whether or not I was going to enjoy them, and I do. Thank God. Also, the Throne of Glass read-along just went live. Donna's and I announcement video just went live. We are so excited to get this started. I'm so happy it's finally out there. People are already telling us that they're going to join. Oh, I'm so happy. I am not just happy about the fact that it is now out there and we can just let it go. I am also just happy to be able to have a series that I know I'm going to love a lot, that I will be getting to in the new year of 2026. It's just all happening today, and I am enjoying myself immensely. I'm going to continue listening to Brimstone because that is going to be my, I think, main hyper focus that is going to be happening. I need a shower. This needs sorted out. I need a shower. I just wanted to take as much time for all of the products that she used at the end to soak in as much as I could, because, you know, we're taking care of ourselves over here right now. Hello. I just realized that I forgot to update you at all yesterday. I think it's because I was very, in my head the entire day. In the morning, I went to visit my grandparents, and then in the afternoon, I got sidetracked by the anti-brain rot challenge, which I will probably link in the description down below if you're interested in it. So that happened, and then I had to go and have dinner with my parents, so there wasn't a lot happening that day. I am 20% into Brimstone. I'm very, very happy with how that's going. But other than that, there wasn't really much that happened. And then this morning, I ran around shops trying to find some presents for one of my best friends who is having a choir performance tonight for the first time. We're gonna go and surprise her, and obviously we need flowers and things to say congrats. What are the plans for the rest of the day until I have to leave? I think what I'm going to do is I watched the Buzzwordathon video that is happening in 2026. I'm very excited about all of the prompts. I have plans. And then now I think I'm going to watch the video of how to build a personal curriculum for the anti-brain rot challenge that I'm going to be doing next year. I know I'm just adding more and more onto my plate. We'll see how we go. After I finished watching that video and making my notes on it, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read an Alice in Borderland book, because that is one of the books that I chose for one of the Lightfall prompts. So I think I want to do that. I know I was planning on binging the entire series in a day, but then I realized that my life has gotten very busy, and it's going to be very difficult to do that. So I mean, if I can scratch off one, then reading the entire rest of the series in a day is going to be more and more plausible. Because right now, I still have 5 books to read in that series, and if I finish one today, there's only going to be 4 left, obviously, math. So I think that sounds a lot more doable with the things that I have yet to do in the rest of December, or in the rest of December, I guess. And then tomorrow is my birthday, which I'm going to be spending a lot of time with you guys on sprints, which I'm very, very happy about. And that day, I want to kind of spend listening and reading Brimstone, and then afterwards maybe going for From Lukov with Love, because I am very much wanting to revisit that. I now have a physical copy of that book, so I really want to annotate it. I finished a book, which is great. I finished number 5, volume 5 of Alice in Borderland, which is great because now I can tick off another Lightfall book. And I went back to reading Ladies in Hating because I'm stuck. So I couldn't move and actually get to Brimstone, to the actual physical copy, because I do want to immersive read that one. So, and my Kobo was just over there, so I was able to grab that one. So I am gonna have to move her now because I do want to take a shower before we have to leave in the evening. And after that, I do think I'm gonna go back to listening to Brimstone so that I can annotate when fun stuff comes up. So yeah, shower, Brimstone, dinner, and then leaving for a fun little night out. Good morning. This is a new angle. I am making lunch. I had quite the morning. I came back from my best friend's choir, which was absolutely amazing. I loved every second of it. She was very surprised that we were there and very happy that we were. It was great getting to surprise her. And then also enjoy a nice show. Going to a choir and a orchestra setting in a church was absolutely incredible. So that was a great way to ring in my birthday because I got back after midnight, which I was not expecting for it to be as late as it was. But spending that time with your best friend while she's doing something that she loves, I'm not complaining in the slightest. And then this morning, woke up, had some obligatory calls to do with family, obviously. Mom came by with a birthday present, which was very lovely. And then I started sprints. And I was I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit hurt because no one was showing up and I was very sad. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it's getting closer to the holidays, so maybe people have things planned. And I was just like, something is not right. Something is not right. And then come to realize that Streamlabs had never even put my sprints live on YouTube. So obviously nobody was there because it wasn't live. So I had to go and create a new one all of a sudden. And so now that's where we're at. I'm in the middle of a sprint right now, but I'm making lunch, obviously. And got another big surprise because apparently I am expected somewhere in about an hour and a half to eat cake. I'm not saying no to that. So yes, my plan today to just binge From Lukov with Love is not happening, but once again, I'm not sad about it in the slightest. If you're gonna tell me that someone has made a homemade birthday cake for me, yes, that's what we're doing. So obviously I'm now in the process of making myself a light lunch so that I can go and do that once sprints are done. We are already in the final sprint. I was planning on having them go way longer than this, but here we are. Again, luxury problem. I have gotten to about, what is it, I think 50 pages in to From Lukov with Love. I forgot how much I love Jasmine. She's amazing. I love her spunk. I just love her vibe. I love her non-apologeticness in all things. Obviously, the chances of me finishing it before Lightfall ends at like midnight today is very slight at this point, but I don't really mind. I'm still going to be rereading it. So plans right now are to finish sprints, finish lunch, and then go and have some cake, and then come back and update you, read some more. I'm not really sure. But I'm hoping that I can either update you today, and otherwise we're just going to do a little roundup, a little saying goodbye, a little like finishing this vlog off tomorrow. So I was just editing the vlog and realized I had not finished it. So here I am with a very quick update. As you can see, it's a lovely day outside. I only read, well, I say only, I read 2 books this week. I read Alice in Borderland Volume 5, and I read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, or listened to that. Started From Lukov with Love, need to finish that. Started Ladies in Hating, also need to finish. And started Brimstone. So bunch of books to finish, but that is gonna have to be for the end of the year. I have decided that this is probably gonna be the final vlog of the year, because rolling out another vlog while also trying to film and edit a lot of the other things that I had planned and I had promised is turning out to be quite challenging. So I think I'm just gonna probably give you guys an update in another video that's coming. That means that we have our final tally to get to, which I've been doing for the series statistics, I guess. So we still have 15 series to finish and 34 books to go. One of the things that I am taking as a small win this week is that I've tried a new series that has been on my TBR for a while, which was the Dream Harbor series, and I've decided that I'm not going to be continuing that. So we did kind of still work towards our series, just in a different kind of way. So that is going to be it for me vlog-wise for this year. There are obviously bullet journal and journaling setups coming. There is a 2026 What Am I Planning coming as well. So you have those to look forward to, and I'm very excited to share them all. For now, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to wish you all happy holidays for those who celebrate. I hope you have a lovely time. I'm also keeping in mind the people for who the holidays might be very difficult for whatever reason. I know it's also very much a privilege to be able to celebrate holidays and be happy and merry, but that is not the case for everybody. So if that is the case for you guys, for any of you, I'm thinking of you as well, sending you lots of love and hugs and warmth. And I will see you all in the next video, in the next vlog, wherever. And thank you for rounding up this year with me, I guess is all I'll have to say on that. So, talk to you guys soon. Bye.